Hey guys, this is Jenny. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do a little bit different than just coloring. Instead, we're going to look at some different diamond art painting sets that I have, and we're going to sort of compare and contrast a very thrifty, cheaper, no-name brand Diamond Dot kit I have, as well as one that was by the actual Diamond Dotz brand. This video was actually inspired by one of my viewers, or Dana, who is actually super awesome, and we're about to start a buddy color together. Or technically we've started a buddy color, a 3-person buddy color, yet I have not started it. So Dana, hopefully by the time this video airs, I will have started that buddy color. But anyway, I thought she had a great idea to kind of look at the difference between, like I said, a cheaper version of a Diamond Dot painting and the sort of original, the original brand, name brand, so to speak. If you've watched my channel before, I am new to diamond painting. I thought that I was not interested in diamond painting. And then I tried my mom's a few months ago, loved it. So that was sort of how I literally was like, I do not want to diamond paint. That's not my cup of tea. Tried it, thought it was so therapeutic, so stress relieving, in a way very different from coloring, I would say, at least for me, that I had to get my own. Now, a few months ago when I started looking, I originally went to the Diamond Dotz website. And in the size that I wanted, and I'll talk more about that in a second, a few months ago, I couldn't find any designs that I really loved from Diamond Dotz. I did find a ton of knockoff brand designs that I loved. So initially I bought knockoff brands, and then just in the last, 4 to 6 weeks, I'm suddenly finding a lot of Diamond Dotz brands in the size I like that I really do love the design. So I'll show you that as we go. I want to start with showing you my 2 finished Diamond Dot paintings. I have one that was a very cost-effective purchase. I received it from Zulily, so it actually came shipped. It actually came in this bag because I have one more in here. It just came in a bag. It was rolled up in clear plastic. There was no real label of who made it or where it came from. There were some numbers at the top, and that was about it. I believe it was shipped from China. And I want to say, it was cheaper, but maybe I still paid $10 or so. Now, the first Diamond Dot brand I got was this one, and I'm sorry about that glare, just because this is the box. I found this tree that I liked. I want to say I still only paid probably $14.99 for this, so it wasn't actually that much more expensive really at all. It came in a box like this, very official. I grabbed this probably at Hobby Lobby, and it may have even been on sale, or I probably could have used my coupon on it. I don't think they're excluded. So let's take a look. The way that I store my diamond paintings for now, again, I only have 2 finished, is I found this 12 by 12 scrapbook album on clearance at Joann's, and I thought this was perfect. Now, we have a relatively small house, about 1,200 square feet. I'm all about, color when I'm coloring or doing diamond painting, but I would say our house style is a little bit more minimalistic. So I don't necessarily know that I'm going to hang up all of my diamond paintings, or that I want to. So this was a really good solution for me. And I got this idea from Ann at A Colorful Life on Instagram, and YouTube. I did get this idea from her. So far I am exclusively doing diamond paintings. I've only purchased diamond paintings that are 12 by 12 inches or 30 by 30 centimeters, I believe. So they fit in here perfectly. First one I've done, and I'm actually going to pull it out because I think we'll get less glare. This first one is this knockoff brand that came from China. So here you can see it. I do believe, and actually let me verify by looking at my other one. It was listed as a full 30 by 30, but the actual image you can see is definitely less than 12 by 12 inches. So it's maybe slightly confusing to look at, but this is the canvas. I trimmed off the extra canvas that just had the instructions on it, and I just put it on a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I picked a color that I liked for the background. Now, finished product wise, I think this is beautiful. I love it. It was my first experience. Truly enjoyed doing it. These are round drills, so you will find that some of the diamonds or rhinestones or drills are either round or square. So far, this is round. Very happy with how it turned out. Loved doing it. Mounted it on here. I think it's really pretty. Now, when you take a look at the canvas was extremely similar between my No Name brand and my Diamond Dotz. They didn't feel significantly thinner or thicker. This is my official Diamond Dotz brand. The scene was a full 12 by 12. However, you can see that the actual portion that you dotted was not the 12 by 12. So there's some printed space on here. This green grass, I'm not sure how well this little bit of blue splatter, that was all already on the canvas. I did not add that to it. But it is a full 12 by 12. I have found, and I am certainly not an expert, but I have found that lots of the Diamond Dot brands, in fact, I don't know if I've seen one that is a full page. There's usually something printed in the background. So something to think about. I really do love this full spread, but this was so fun to do because I have to say, for this little size, I had, does it say right on here somewhere? It does. Let's just see how quickly I can find it. It had, I want to say, 38 different colors used. Clearly this had significantly less than 38 colors. So getting to use all those colors made it a really fun process. I also felt like it was relatively a quick process. I don't know if it was because of the colors or the actual size of what you're doing, but there it is. This I did not mat on cardstock because it will easily slide into my scrapbook album, and that's not a problem. When it came to actually doing these differences that I may have found, one thing I found using this, that No Name brand, was a big thing is you don't know who the artist is. Is there an artist? Is it a stock image from the internet? You just don't know. With Diamond Dotz, now when I got this one, it actually did not say the artist on it either, but the newer ones do say who the artist is for Diamond Dotz, which is really a nice give credit where credit is due. I do feel like with the Diamond Dotz, even the one where there isn't an illustrator listed, it does feel like a little bit of a more original image. I've been able to look for just this kind of random blue moon image and found several different companies that are selling, if not the exact same one extraordinarily similar to this. The big difference I found, and I'll show you this in a second when we actually unkit the kits and look at them, is that the wax I got with the No Name brand, this little pink guy, I found it to be significantly less sticky than this. Now, this is not a deal breaker because for about $3, you can go to a craft store and get a little Diamond Dotz kit that has a drill pin, a better wax, all that stuff. Or a lot of people are ordering their own waxes off of Etsy, which I'm sure are significantly higher quality. Again, what's in here. Another thing I realized, and this was just sort of one of my own early issues as I went, is that I was too heavy-handed with my pen. You'll see when we open a fancier one that the fancier pins are a little bit nicer too. But I was pushing so hard to grab that drill or that rhinestone that I was actually, it wasn't sticking. And having a little bit of a lighter hand actually made it stick better. The only other thing that I noticed between the two was that when you open a kit, and again, you'll see this in a second, the background is sticky. I felt the background on this was less sticky than this. So I did have some issues with rhinestones falling off after I'd attached them. It was nothing crazy. It was easy. You know, I rolling pinned it with plastic over it. And now after like a couple weeks of hanging out, it seems fine. But I did not have any rhinestones fall off this once attached. So probably a little bit of a better quality. So again, I keep mine just in a scrapbook. You can hang yours up if you want, do whatever you want, but this is what my little method is. I'll put that one back in later. I thought what would be fun today though is, if you're interested, is we could sort of quickly go through and I can unkit a kit from, this is a Diamond Dotz brand. This is this cute little sloth. He was $20. And I have another of the cheaper ones. And we can kind of look at both, just do a couple rhinestones on each and see the differences when you're purchasing them. So when you grab the actual Diamond Dotz brand, you're gonna pull it out. This was wrapped in plastic the first time. And let me just grab our whole little kit. Okay, perfect. So here's that plastic I was talking about that it was originally on. You're going to create a kit every time you buy a Diamond Dot kit, regardless of where you buy it from. When you buy the Diamond Dotz brand, in this plastic bag, you're going to have this little, you guys, there's probably real fancy words for these that I don't know, this little tray to put your drills in. Your little pen, the Diamond Dotz brand does have a little grippy that comes in different colors depending which, whatever. They give you some bags so you can repackage your dots, which is a very nice addition. And they give you your wax, and it comes in a little container, oops, like this. When you first get it, there is a piece of protective plastic on both sides. So you peel that off maybe, and you're ready to go. Let me just peel it. Okay, there we go. And then you put it back in the case. The nice thing about it, it comes in this case so you can ensure that it really is staying moist. It's not going to dry out or anything like that. Okay, then you have your beautiful drills. Diamond Dotz, they all have the official code. So if this was something you were interested in, you could save all of your, let me hold this up. So for my specific diamond painting I have here, this is going to match the A09, but the actual number that corresponds with this color for Diamond Dotz drills is 8321. So if you ever wanted to freestyle or get more of this color, you would know that is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna pop open this. And here is our sloth. Now, anytime you grab, at least that I found, when you grab a diamond painting, it is gonna be kind of all over the place like this. It flattens as you go. They both were very wrinkly to begin with. I didn't have a problem with either flattening. Grabbing water bottles, grabbing, oh, here's a remote. We'll throw that over there. Really helps the process, I find. Now, I don't want to go too crazy doing this, but I do want to just give you a little chance to see what the process is and how it would feel. On this particular one, you can see that we have 14 drills. Actually, let me hold this up for you. 14 different color drills. They're listed A01 through A14, and then their actual Diamond Dotz number is on the right. There's also a chart symbol which shows what you'll follow. So let's just take a look. I'm gonna just start down here in the corner. I see a green X, so I'm checking green X is A11. Perfect. I'm gonna pull this back just a scotch, and I'm gonna look for my bag that says A11. Ooh, A11 is a big one. Now these are perforated. I, however, always like to have my pair of scissors because I don't trust myself with a perf like that. I just don't trust myself. Okay, so I like to cut here. Again, everyone has a different process for this. Some people kit this whole thing up before they start. I cut the corner, and I'm gonna pour a few into my tray. Now, I'm really not gonna do very many because we're not going to do many. Now, after this, I would dump this bag into here, which I don't know if I'm gonna take the time to do that on camera, but I would actually empty it completely out of the bag, and then I like to cut the label off and tape it to the front of the bag. And that way, I can reuse this bag with my next kit. But for now, I'll just put that in there, and now it's sealed and ready to go the next time we use that. Okay, so I have my drill pen. I was reading a review on Etsy for people, they sell all kinds of fancy drill pens. And on one of the Etsy stores, so I'm just dipping this in the wax and getting some right there in the tip. And someone said, one of the storekeepers was like, gosh, I wish I could remember who it was like, please no, these are not real pens. It's not a defect when you get them and they're hollow inside. I thought that was pretty funny. So I'm gonna just pick up my dot, it's already on there, and then I'm going to affix it to my painting. Oh, it's so fun. Now the square ones are a little bit harder to line up evenly. Round ones are certainly more forgiving. The canvas is also forgiving, so you will find that as you go, you can go back later and kind of nudge things over a little bit. So I'm just gonna do a couple for you to see the process. So you can see they're sticking really well to this. They're sticking very well to my paper. And now I have, or my canvas I should say, we have a few of those guys right on there. So our sloth is already started. One other thing I didn't show you when I opened, the Diamond Art Diamond Dotz brand does include full detailed instructions as well as care instructions, which is nice to know. Like, can you, do not wash this? How do you take care of it? All that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this back up because I wanna show you the other kit on this video too, so you can just sort of see the differences as you open. Now I am going to just tap these extra back in here. I don't wanna lose those. I'm gonna grab my diamond dots that go to this guy, my kit, and we'll put this all over here in one space that I may or may not mess up. So when I bought my off-brand, this is what it looked like. It came in my Zulily bag. It was in plastic. Let's take a look. This moon is very similar to the other moon that I completed that I showed you at the beginning. You can see already listed as 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters, just like my other one, my Diamond Dotz, but it is significantly smaller. This actually does have a nice 17 different colors, although they are relatively similar shades. It shows you a finished in the corner, and there are just some very brief visual steps to look at right there. On the bottom, there are worded steps that tells you how to do it. So let's take a look what we got. So again, we have our tray. While I'm opening this, I have to tell you, hopefully this video is less shaky, because I am apparently such a newbie to Diamond Dotz that I never made this, or not to Diamond Dotz, excuse me, but to YouTube, that it was watching my friend Pebbles Adult Coloring, where she was like, yeah, I attached my tripod that holds my phone onto a chair instead of my table, so that as you're working, like I'm constantly like shaking the table, it doesn't shake your phone, which is that not so brilliant? Like, that never occurred to me. And now I have my trusty tripod on a chair, and hopefully we're getting less shaking around. So when you look at these, they're not as necessarily easily labeled. There's a bunch of numbers on them, including their DMC number. You will look on here. It does not, though, however, say the A1 through A17. So you won't, wait, does it? You guys, I lied. It sort of does. So A17, it'll show 17 in the middle, 16 in the middle. So I just definitely lied to you guys. Okay, let's see what's in this far corner, and let's start there. I'm looking up here, and that is the symbol D. So that's A14. So again, I'm gonna scissor because I don't trust myself to do this appropriately. And I'm going to put some in here. Now, when you buy the off-brand, it does not come with its own little baggies, which is irritating to me. I've purchased, actually my mom has purchased and given to me some of those separate bags to use for these. You could, you could just tape this shut. People use little containers. I'm gonna steal, for now, a bag from back here and put it in. And some people save their dots forever. I don't plan to save mine forever, so I will just be reusing the bag. So, I guess it's not that big of a deal that they're not all in here. Okay, my pen, no grippy for the off-brand, just a cheap feeling plastic barrel. My wax it does have a piece of plastic on either side. The edges are undone, and I'll put some wax right in there. Okay, so I said this was D. Now, again, what I love about this is an edge-to-edge picture. So this is gonna take some time. My drills, I don't know if I notice a huge difference with the drills. You will find breakable drills sometimes. This is actually sticking pretty well to the wax. So what was I complaining about, right? And I'm just gonna do a few of these so you can see. So this process is going nice and smoothly so far. I do always you're gonna always wanna keep your plastic. And so as you go, you'll keep your image covered up to keep it nice and fresh. And then it's also easy because once you have drills on there, you can roll it with a rolling pin with this plastic right on there. Okay, so we'll do just a couple more. And then I'll hold this up to show you what that looks like. You can kind of see that. I mean, and it's gonna vary kit by kit how many like really glitzy ones you get. This doesn't look like I have anything too shimmery in it. No, not really. Let me see if the sloth does. I feel like I have a lot more in the sloth kit that have maybe a better sheen to them or shine. But again, maybe that matters to you. Maybe it doesn't. So yeah. So I hope that this was at least a little bit helpful to kind of see what it looks like when you get at least one version of an off-brand version, one version of a name brand, and what you think about them. For me, I certainly would not say that I will not get more off-brands. I have a bunch of off-brands in my Amazon cart right now, actually. And because there's some designs that I really, really love, and there's so many that are in this small size, which I also really love. So I certainly will do off-brands again in the future. I will say that I'm a little bit drinking the Kool-Aid of thinking that the Diamond Dotz brand just feels a little bit nicer. It feels a little bit more put together. It feels a little bit more solid. I wish they would do full page designs. And if they do and I'm wrong, let me know in the comments because that's a very distinct possibility. But that's sort of my one big thing is I would love if they could do a full page. And probably my biggest concern about the no-name brands is just wondering, is this ripping an artist off? Did someone draw this or illustrate this and they're not getting credit for it, which would be a real bummer. I know there's also lots of completely legit websites right now that are selling artist quality diamond dot paintings, rhinestone paintings, where the illustrators are accredited. You will often see that the cost is reflective of the quality, so they will be more expensive, but they truly look beautiful, especially if you look up I know that Hannah Lynn, for example, has some beautiful illustrations that have been turned into diamond paintings that you can purchase, and it's completely legit. I don't have any of those, so I can't compare, but from what I've seen, I mean, really, the quality is just primo, and they're super beautiful. So I hope this helped a little bit. Also, I'm filming this, gosh, I think it's I don't even know what day it is. It's probably mid-August. I think it's mid-August. It's a Saturday. So I just finished that tree. I am hoping to get another diamond dot or diamond painting done in the month of August. So we'll see which one wins out, which I decide to go with. I think I'm actually kind of leaning towards the sloth just because it's so different from what I've already done. But we'll see. So I would love if you checked back at the end of the month and watched my video when I film it, where I will film all my illustrations and colorings I've done for August, as well as any diamond paintings I've done. As for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited. I say this probably a lot, but I'm so excited that I've been making friends on here and getting to know people. It's been amazing. I would love if you commented or messaged me on Instagram. If you're interested in a buddy color or anything like that, please let me know. I am always game. And also, like Dana, if you have any good ideas for me, let me know. I love a good idea for a video. I think this was really fun. And at least for me, it was really cool to be able to organize my thoughts about what I think about the different styles. All right, guys, that's it for today. Have a good one. Bye.